Hi, it's Mike Novinsky here, and I'm going to take you through how I set up my Apple TV to project the screen of my computer and the screen of the iPads that are in my room and student devices that come in, and how I seamlessly get those onto the interactive whiteboard without having to switch cables. So I'm going to take you through the setup I have here. Just know that your setup may be a little bit different, but the interface will probably be the same. We're going to start here with the router. This is an Airport Extreme. Up here we have the amplification system, which gets the sound into the speakers of the room. This is our interactive whiteboard. Here you'll find my MIDI setup. This is my MIDI keyboard. I use a MacBook for my classroom with a dongle that goes to the projector or to the KVM switch. Here's one of the iPads that I'm going to demonstrate. Here's another iPad mini that the students use. This is a KVM switch. This will allow two displays to project to one of the interactive boards at the same time. This is the Apple TV module with the dongle on the back, which will allow you to separate the audio and the video here, because the Apple TV is HDMI out, and the dongle allows you to make that digital signal into analog, which is the VGA here, and the sound here. And the projector is on the ceiling here, and that will project onto the interactive whiteboard. So the out of my computer, you'll see that there's also a dongle here, which goes to one side of the KVM switch. You'll notice that this adapter here is blue, and you'll also see on the other side of the KVM switch that there's also a blue adapter and then a black adapter, which comes from the Apple TV. This is the sound, which is coming from my computer into the stereo, or the amplifier, excuse me. And then this is the USB hub that I have here that will allow me to plug in many devices simultaneously. If we go back to the Apple TV here, or I'm sorry, the KVM switch, you'll see that here's the blue cable from my computer, and this black cable is the other end of the dongle here from the Apple TV. Both of these things run to the drop, and I know this is kind of many cables. Please excuse the spaghetti. But here is the main input to the projector. Here's the sound from the amplifier, and that goes here. This is a Y splitter. This will allow one end to go to my laptop, the other end to go to the Apple TV, which then branches both of these signals into the one cable, which then goes to the amplifier, and it's set here to the computer. The computer switch here, and then projects the sound into the room. Onto the KVM switch here. This is the cord that runs from the Apple TV to the one in of the KVM switch. This is the blue cable, which is running from my laptop into the other switch, other channel of the KVM switch, and this part runs to the projector. So it will take either of these signals and send which one you choose the projector. So right now you can see that the 1 is blinking here, and that will send signal 1 to the projector. So here's my laptop, which is now being projected to the interactive whiteboard. When I press channel 2, it will automatically search for which device I have mirrored to the screen. So if I come here, this is one of my iPads, and if you go to the mirroring button here, it will show you that you can mirror to the music room, which is what my router is called. Turn mirroring on. Now you have that displayed on the screen here. To switch the views, if I wanted to go from one iPad to the next, if I go to this iPad here and I do the same, looking for the mirroring button, and go to music room and turn mirroring on here, this should push the other iPad to the screen. So there's iPad 2. To go back to the MacBook, here it is on the KVM switch is on channel 2. If I press channel 1, that will send the signal to the projector that now the laptop should be projected onto the screen. With the addition of some of these tools that I've added this year, the Apple TV, the router, and the KVM switch into the classroom has really added to the collaborative thinking and sharing in the classroom. In the music room, especially when we're working on GarageBand files and kind of showing how to layer the sounds or what instruments to choose and things like that, the students are really engaged in sharing their screen and sharing their thinking of how they're making those musical choices and sharing with one another. You can also mirror your laptop screen onto the device as well using an app called SplashTop, which will allow you to take control of your laptop or desktop through the iPad itself. So I hope this helps. If you would like to get a hold of me, please email me at mwedvinsky@gmail.com, or you can contact me on Twitter, mwmedvinsky.